Hi, my name is Lisa and this is my career profile 2 for Family 150. For this career profile I decided to go with a secondary school counselor. If you're unfamiliar with that term, secondary school counselor is a school counselor that is able to cover grades 7 through 12. So they can be, you can find them in a junior high or in a high school. In my area, the local junior high has about 1,000 students, just a little bit more than 1,000, and the local high school has about 2,600 students. The typical stressors in the job, of course, could be just dealing with so many students. The schools out here typically have 3, sometimes maybe 4 counselors for the students to see. So if you can imagine having 2,600 students in a school and having 4 counselors for those 2,600 students, that's quite a bit of students to divide up between everybody. And obviously you won't be able to see everyone or even maybe even know everyone's name. Other stressors of the job would be when you're having to help students and bring in some community like local law enforcement or social workers and stuff, and that just depends on what the student needs and what they are requiring at that time. Typical job requirements for a school counselor is to help the student succeed academically, if they need any academic planning or support, if they need to switch classes out, and if they want to have someone to talk to about college or career planning. That's the job of the counselor, to help assist the student in any way that they can. Not only does the counselor help the student, but the counselor can also collaborate with teachers, parents, administrators, and even the local community. Counselors can bring in the community and help students with like a career job shadowing type learning, part-time jobs and stuff. The counselors would coordinate that along with the businesses and the students. Counselors will also help with some crisis intervention depending on what the students' needs are, and refer them out to different members of the community that are there to help the students. I'm going to get my notes a little bit here. I searched our local, my local school district, and found out some fairly specific benefits and education requirements for the school. So my local district here in California, they give a fabulous little benefit package, and since you're working for the school district, you don't have to deal with this on your own. They'll give you medical, dental, vision, and even life insurance, as long as you are working full-time. That's 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. They will also give you sick leave, personal necessity leave. Personal necessity leave would be like if you had to take care of your child because your child is in a different school district and they are off of school. That's one of those things that you can use a personal necessity leave to take care of your child that is not in school at the time that you have to be. You also get jury duty leave and military leave, industrial accident leave, bereavement, and vacation leave as well. Some educational requirements for a school counselor. The bare minimum, obviously they would probably prefer more, but the bare minimum is a bachelor's degree in something that could help the field. And they also want you to pass the CBEST test. The CBEST is the California Basic Educational Skills Test. And if you don't know, there's a lot of teachers here in California that failed that test at least once. There's a math portion and an English portion to that test, and you get to retake them if whatever you don't pass. Then the last thing that they want, of course, is a post-baccalaureate professional preparation program. And if you are going into school counseling, then you would need to take that portion, and that portion is a minimum of 30 semester units. The salary range here at the Hart School District is beginning, very beginning. If you just have a bachelor's bare minimum, it's for a school counselor, it's $49,000 for the year. If you have all of the education you can possibly get, because teachers can increase their pay as long as they keep increasing their knowledge. If they go and take classes and courses and stuff, they can submit that to the school districts and they can get extra raises that way. It's just a pay scale increase that's kind of worked into their contract. And so there's the bachelor's on the very low end at about $49,000 a year. And at the very high end, you've got your master's, you've gotten all the education credits, you are in the district for I don't remember how many years, but there's the like a 15-year or so cap that they just kind of stop giving you raises, and that's at $107,000 a year. Not too shabby. And with that, I hope you might consider getting to be a school counselor.